Hey everybody, happy new year. I hope you guys are all doing well. This is my first video of 2021 that I would come in with a makeup tutorial since that's what you guys seem to like the most. This one I went for more of a luminous, glossy, glowy look. Just really hydrate my skin for the winter time. My skin's really dry in general, so in the winter it's just out of this world dry. So I need my glowy products to keep me hydrated. I used some new products throughout this video so you kind of get my first impressions on them. Before we hop on into it, please don't forget to subscribe. Click that little bell beside the subscribe button. That way you guys get notified every time I upload a new video. Also be sure to like this video if you enjoy it. And if you'd like to know how I got this look, then please just keep watching. Okay, starting off with the face, like always, I am going to use this oil. I have been obsessed with it. It looks like I hardly use it, but a tiny little drop goes a really long way. So I'm going to use the True Botanicals Pure Radiance Oil. Make my skin nice and glowy before I put the rest of my base on. If you have oily skin and you're afraid to use an oil, a really luminous hydrating primer could work for you, or you could just use a very small amount because usually oil specifically goes a really long way. You don't actually need that much. Of course, I'll have to use a luminous foundation. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This is in the shade 420. It's my natural skin color. I actually bought a whole bunch of new foundations to try out because I really need to branch out and try new foundations, concealers. Actually, this is a little bit too light for me. I don't know. I can't tell. Usually on camera, it always looks like it matches me when it doesn't. But yeah, this one is actually too light for me. But I will make it work. Anyways, I bought a whole bunch of new foundations. I have a lot coming from Sephora. We just had a huge sale, and then I bought some from the drugstore as well. I actually bought a lot of new makeup for 2021, so I can use a lot of new products for you guys. I feel like I've been using the same products for years and I'm just ready to switch it up. I started using this with a brush, but I remember that I like this foundation with a damp sponge a lot better. Alright, now I need to correct these dark circles underneath my eyes. I'm going to use the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This one is in the shade light to medium. It's a peachy cream product and it cancels out the discolorations under your eyes. And I like to just pack it on with my finger. I feel like it melts into the skin a lot nicer, and I always like to do it after my foundation. I feel like it just works better. I'm going to use this CoverGirl concealer. It is the Undercover concealer in the shade Golden Ivory. I love these CoverGirl concealers. They are so hydrating and they make your skin look so nice. I like to put on a lot of concealer, not only to cover up my dark circles, but I like to highlight my face a lot. You're just looking to cover up a little bit underneath your eyes and you really only need a small amount. You don't need this much concealer, but I just love to brighten up my face. Just going to blend out the concealer. I've been so inspired to do more luminous and glossy looks ever since I attended a Patrick Ta masterclass just a few months ago. It was a virtual event. I didn't get to go to any in-person events in 2020. Hopefully this year will bring some changes. Basically, it was all about how to get the perfect, just glowy, glossy look, and I have been using and loving the techniques I learned ever since. Okay, before I set my concealer, I'm going to do my cream contour first. I'm also going to use another one of these CoverGirl concealers, obviously a darker shade so I can contour with it. This one's in the shade Warm Honey, and I only like to do just around the bottom of my chin. I don't like to do my whole jawline. I just found that it shapes out my face a lot better. I just do powder bronzer to contour my nose, which I'll do afterwards. I like to blend out my contour with an angled brush so I can just really pat it into the skin. I'm going to put a tiny bit of oil onto the brush to blend it out. I can get away with a lot of oil because I have dry skin. It makes my products blend out so much nicer when I use an oil. Okay, now I'm going to set my concealer. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder. This is in the shade Banana. So I'll just go in and re-blend out my concealer because obviously it has creased up a lot by now. Sorry if you see this scab on my face. Maddie scratched me on the face a couple days ago and it is still healing. So I just take the other side of my sponge, start setting everything into place. I'll place the powder on top as if I were baking, but I really only leave it on for a few seconds. As soon as I place the powder everywhere I want it, I take it off right away. I'll just take any fluffy brush and wipe off all powder. I'm just gonna use my Benefit Hoola bronzer. That's actually another makeup product I really need to branch out in. I don't think I actually picked up any new bronzers, so I guess I'll be having to do that now. But I'm just going to pat it on my skin using an angled brush. I did a huge makeup clean out, bought a whole bunch of new products. I'm so happy Sephora had that huge sale. I'm gonna do a whole haul when I get everything. Got a lot of products, but basically they had a bunch of items on sale. Lots of them were actually 50% off or almost 50% off. And then they had an extra 20% off. So I got a bunch of stuff for basically 70% off, which never ever happens at Sephora. And they're actually good products that people love and use all the time, some bestsellers. So it was actually a good sale, not just stock they were trying to get rid of. So I'm really excited. The haul will probably be my next video. I think I'm expecting to get everything tomorrow. I need to buy bronzers now, clearly. It's just an excuse to buy more makeup, which is fine by me. This is the bronzer I always use to contour my nose as well. So I'll first always take the shade into the inner part of my crease. You always want to connect your nose contour with your eyes. And then I'll just drag it down and then along the sides. It looks pretty harsh at first, but then I just go in and I really take my time, blend it out. I'll also go underneath the nose, do a little circle right here. I'll always take my powder and run it along the sides of my nose so I can bake and just clean up harsh lines. And I'll actually let this bake for a little while I do the rest of my face. I got a new blush. I'm actually gonna also do a drugstore makeup haul as well as my Sephora haul. This was one of the things I bought from the drugstore. This is the Milani powder blush in the shade Romantic Rose. I've been wanting to try Milani blushes for so long, literally years. So I finally just did it. Told myself, no excuses this year. I need to try out the makeup products that I've been wanting to try out. I need to try new stuff. Let's go. This is basically an everyday shade I would normally wear. I literally only heard good things about the Milani blushes. I take it on another angled brush. Yes, I like it. I definitely need to get deeper shades though. I am going to the drugstore later, so maybe I'll pick up some more things. Okay, for highlighter, I think I'm gonna go into this Pixie palette. This is the Summer Glow palette, and I'm going to take the middle shade, which is called Sunshine here. I'm going to spray my brush first with some makeup setting spray, so it can be really intense. I feel like that made it worse. And I'm going to take this powder off my nose, so I can put highlighter on my nose as well. When I take the powder off, I really go in with my big fluffy brush and blend it out as well. I hate when my nose contour is super noticeable, but there's almost no getting past it. Do you guys have any tricks on how to really diffuse your nose contour but also keep it contoured? Let me know. Maybe that makeup setting spray did work for the highlighter. It actually looks really glowy. Okay, I was about to move on to the eyes, but I forgot I wanted to set my face with some pressed powder. I've been obsessed with this pressed powder. It's from Bite Beauty, and it is their Change Maker Flexible Coverage Powder. And this one is in the shade Medium 1. Just pick it up on my sponge and then I will press it all over my face. It just really makes everything blend together nicely and makes my skin extremely smooth. If I have any harsh lines, if I put too much product somewhere, this just kind of diffuses it all and blends it together. This was one of my Christmas gifts from my husband, and it's the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush collection. So I'm going to test out some of these eye brushes today. I'm first going to take the biggest fluffy brush in here. This is the JH32. I'm just picking up my Hoola bronzer and first popping that into my crease. Oh, this fluffy brush actually has a nice pointed tip to it. I love when brushes have that because it really just gets right into your crease. So I'm just going to be kind of messy with the shade, flick it out. And now I'm going to go into the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. There's a lot of neutrals to choose from in here, which makes it nice. So I'm going to take this shade Silk Cream right here, and I'm going to use the same brush and basically just do the exact same thing, but also drag it onto my lid as well. I'm focusing more of it on the outer corner of my crease. Now I'm going to grab the shade called Mocha. It's one of the warmer, darker browns. I'm going to take the JH42 brush and pack this shade on the outer part of my crease. So I'm going to try my best to do precise of a line as I can, stopping kind of halfway into my crease with this line. And I'm going to flick it out like so. Then I'm going to take the JH40 brush and blend it out. Also just blend it upwards a little bit. It's just not a harsh line. I'm going to go back and forth with the shade and the two brushes until I get the pigmentation that I want. I'm also going to use that same shade for my lower lash line. Right now, to make my eyes shine bright, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Dazzle Stick. This one is just my favorite shade. I feel like I can't stray away from this one, even though I have all the rest. This one is called Hail Surge, and it's just a really pretty metallic light gold. I'm going to spray my brush with some setting spray, pick up the shade directly on the brush, and then this is just going to go on my lid. This shade is just seriously so pretty. Bring the shade right underneath where I put the darker shadow on the outer corner of my eye. Just drag it underneath. I'm gonna put a brown eyeliner in my waterline. I just put on my lashes. These are the Ardell Wispies. I couldn't find my Kat Von D lashes anywhere, and those are the ones that I really wanted to wear. Oh, I'm annoyed about these, but they're fine. But now I'm gonna move on to my lips. I don't know what lip combo I'm gonna do yet, but I do know I'm gonna use one of the new Fenty Beauty gloss bombs. My husband also got me these for Christmas. Got the shades Honey Waffles and Fenty Glow. Honey Waffles looks like it's more of the nudie brown, so I think I'm gonna go for that one. Okay, I think I got my combo. So first I'm gonna go in with the NYX lip liner. This one is in the shade Free Spirit. Oh my gosh, my lips are so dry. Alright, now I'm going to use the Buxom Full Force lipstick in the shade Icon. This is turning out way more orangey than I expected, but I actually really like it. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the Fenty Gloss Bomb Cream in the shade Honey Waffles. The difference with her new cream formula is there's no sparkles in it like the other ones. Okay guys, well that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the finished look. I'm obsessed with this lip gloss. They're really good. Definitely go snatch one up if you can. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!